Okay, hello, darlings. I This is going to be a card reading, obviously. Hello, I'm Moonstorm. This is Moonstorm Magic, where I channel the higher guidance, the higher energy, the unseen energy, spirit, as you may call it, aka your higher self, aka the celestial beings, aka whatever higher guidance beyond our selves here that we can look after. So I've had dinner. I had dessert. I made the homemade cheesecake I made the other day with the homemade graham cracker crust, 3 peanut butter cups anyway. I made simple tacos for dinner. And then I had dessert with a little bit of vanilla ice cream on the side and some whipped cream. Anyway, and then I was just sitting here kind of in the energy, just relaxing, resting, getting in self, kind of looking at the cards here. I was looking through my journal here, just kind of skimming through to see some things that I've written down or whatever. Get my lotion. And I was looking at my new deck of cards, my Woodland Wardens. I had them sitting on top of the desk, split in half here, with the Page of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. And my hair is staticky, and that's pissing me off. But I broke my hair clip today, laughing hysterically. I lost half of it. It is fun. It has been a fantastic day. So anyway, so then my teenager came into the room and I had an interruption. We had a little back and forth play, and I was showing them, they, them pronouns. I was showing them the cards, and so they were looking through, and then we did get the Two of Cups the other day. But anyway, I love the beavers. I lived the previous place I lived before this place. I lived on a mountain, and I had hundreds of thousands of, well, I don't know, hundreds of thousands, hundreds of acres of woods, at least more than 100-acre woods. Look, I mean, I have to show you the card that's next. It's the Emperor. It's a bear. I did have a mama and baby bear walk by me. Anyway, that's not the story I'm telling. I lived where there was woods, and I had this hiking trail that went out my backyard, up the ravine, as I called it, out into the woods. And there was this, there's all kinds of, like, there were dirt bike trails, snowmobile trails, private property, whatever. But if a few of us walked there. There was a guy that lived out there that had 2 dogs, and there was this, what it was named Hidden Lake or whatever. That's what everybody called it. And there was this like little hill where somebody had made a path, and so I would go out there often and spend time out there. A solo parent, solo mother, so little kids at home. They knew I was sitting in the backyard or I was off into the woods hiking. I'll be home, check in on you. What the hell, keeping the, make sure the kids aren't tearing apart the house or whatever. And there was a beaver den that was out there, and so sitting up on the hill, I could see the beavers sometimes down in the pond. I didn't often see them, but I could see their handiwork, their natural engineering, where they just fell trees. Okay, here, this is my reading. This is my woodland people, which is probably almost everyone here. You've got some connection to earth, connection to animals, maybe an animal whisperer, wild animal whisperer. Yeah, keep that connection alive to all of living earth, all of the living creatures. I'm messing around with this microphone, trying to change the stand a smidge, but I don't know if I'm getting it to where I want it. So anyway, so I used to watch the beavers a lot. And I have just been recently thinking about the beavers and the beaver dam. Um, there wasn't a huge beaver dam, and it was just a little bit where the pond ran out at the end into the stream, which wasn't always flowing. You know, some years, a lot of times, the water level was a little bit lower. Anyway, there was a hike, and there was a beaver dam, a beaver home, at the other side of the pond. And I found my way out there one day, and I would go sit out there. Anyway, I sat outside the beaver's home a couple of times, and a few times it came out and swam. Anyway, so I have a thing and a love for the beavers, and I looked them up, and beavers are like natural engineers, because I would always love to see, like, where they were felling the trees or whatever, their little sticks, the way they do it, and then like watching where the trees would fall, um, at the edge of the pond. And it was always so interesting. I really, I'm out there observing nature a lot. And I spent a lot of time out there. I would babysit my neighbor's kids, take them for hikes out there, take my children for hikes out there. And you could see the path the edge of the pond, where the little trails were, where they would come in and out of the pond. And then these trees would just be fell perfectly. And I looked it up. It's just fucking natural engineering. Look at us. Where's our natural instinct? This is, anyway. So I wasn't shuffling. I just was looking through the deck, and I looked at this card, and I realized that the Two of Cups is the beavers. And that's so special to me. And I thought I might share that with you, because some of you who have been with me for a while and have heard my spiel on why I couldn't do love readings, and I don't know, whatever. Wasn't wanting to do them, wasn't wanting to hear anything about it. But I believe it for you listening. Anyway, but the beavers do mean a lot to me, and I love this card. So, Two of Cups. Okay, so since I've started the video and I've called you all here, thanks for being here. I maybe introduce myself actually right off the bat, which I never do. Moonstorm. This is Moonstorm Magic 88. And we're going to get started with our Woodland Warden. So what's the energy today? And I had opened the book, and I was reading about the beavers, the Two of Cups. We'll just read it now, because we did get that the other day. So let's start it off with love. We'll see where this reading goes, what it's all about, but let's begin with love. Love beyond our human comprehension, love beyond our human knowledge, natural, instinctual, primal love that's pure, where you start with the energy. And I think that's where we're going here with, you an animal whisperer, or you have pets. You know what your fucking pet's thinking when it fucking rolls its eyes at you. You're like, yeah, you get it. You understand me. A lot of the times, now maybe not the human language, no. But the energy, what you know. It's the known. It's like when you receive the downloads, what they call downloads or channeled messages. You get this wisdom I don't know, impregnated inside you. I don't even know what the fuck word I'm looking for. Imparted? No, that's not the word I'm looking for. I don't know, whatever, but you know what I mean. It's not like you necessarily hear the words or somebody speaks it audibly to you. It's a knowing. That's the real love. It's the knowing. It's the unconditional love. It's the brotherly love, the sisterly love, the human, love. I think it's, I don't know what kind. Anyway, I'll read about the beavers real quick and then we'll get into this. Two beavers raise a toast as the sun peeks out from behind a cloud. Oh yeah, that's what I started to read that first sentence, and that's all I've read so far, because I had this video of me out there one day. It was the first day I had seen the beaver, and I actually kind of really sat out in the forest just quietly all for a good chunk of the day. And it was cloudy. It had started out being cloudy and chilly in my yard, but it was like a little over a mile hike out in the woods. And by the time I got out to the beaver's home and sat there and just reveled in it, the clouds went away, and it was like the end of October, or beginning of October. Actually, I'm sorry, it was the beginning of October, like October 11th or October 10th, one year. And the sun kind of came out and it turned like mild. I was in my fucking tank top. I was so grateful that I wore a tank top, because I probably had this long sleeve shirt, actually. How many? It was 4 years ago or something like that, 2021. Anyway, I was probably wearing this shirt almost exactly. I have two of these. And a hoodie, and I brought my wool sweater. Anyway, so it was so cute that the beavers are the two of cups, because I love that. Cheers, motherfuckers. And that the sun was peeking out from behind the cloud, because I was just watching that video the other day. So don't you just love those little synchronicities of life? And so whatever, if this synchronizes something to you, so be it. Wait a minute, is she wearing flowers in her hair? Oh my god, she is. She's wearing like a little flower ring around her. It's probably around her head. Like the time I saw flowers in your hair. I think that's the Lumineers, maybe. Going to California. When the dream in my heart. Oh, that's Blue Moon. And a love of my own. Going to California. Led Zeppelin, right? I heard there's a girl out there with love in her heart and flowers in her hair. Something like that. I can't quite get the tune. Like the time I saw flowers in your hair. 'Cause it's a long road to wisdom, but a short one to being something. Be in my heart, be in my eye, I. Something like that. Two beavers raise a toast as the sun peeks out from behind a cloud. Their floral cups are entwined with ivy. Oh, I think that's ivy hanging from my wall. Not real ivy. It's just one little strand of LED lights. I thought, how cute for that to be the background-ish. Their floral cups are entwined with ivy, symbolizing their fidelity to one another. The Two of Cups is all about new relationships, romantic, platonic, or even business partnership. The beavers see eye to eye, their goals harmonious, and their support of one another exemplary. Beavers, architects of the animal kingdom, carefully build their homes using what nature provides. By working together, they can reroute rivers, fill ponds, and encourage biodiversity. Upright. It's time to nurture a new partnership in your life. Working together with a shared goal, you can do anything you set your mind to. While the relationship is in its early stages, mutual respect and hard work will lead to fruitful bounty. And two questions in the book here. How do I communicate with those close to me? Do I check in with others often enough to ensure my relationships are healthy? And then if this is in reverse, there is something amiss or one or more of your relationships, and you may be feeling that tension. With openness and honesty, discuss the issues with your partner, friend, or colleague. While it's not always possible to restore balance, a cherished relationship is worth effort, and all successful partnerships take work. So, anyway, okay, so that's the whole card, the reading of it. I actually haven't, usually when I get a new deck, I like to read the book. Oh, for Danny. Because I want to know, the author's thoughts. I want to know how they wrote it. They usually, you usually get a background into why. And I do like to understand the folks who create the decks a little bit, whatever. Not that I remember everything. Yeah, how to use the card. Okay, anyway. Um, Anyway, and then, with the animals, of course, I want to learn what these animals are. We looked up this guy the other day, the axolotl. My teenager told me how to pronounce it because I don't think axolotl. Axolotl. I'm not gonna fucking get it. This fucker. He's cute. The Knight of Wands coming in hot, flirty. In the Page of Pentacles. Oh yeah, we got that one the other day too. That's Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet. That's a beginning in seeing the fruits of your labor. Earth, Pentacles, business, property, groundedness. The spider, the lover's world. Building that nest, building that abundance, but building it's not just the resources, the financial resources, or the resources, the spider. Oh, excuse me. I just burped. Confirmation. Oh, I like what they say. As you spin your web, remember that you have innate gifts to share with the world. What are my innate gifts? What craft can I hone and share with others? That's what that card, the questions here in the book. I think I'll probably try to read those more often. We'll see. We'll see what I do when I do what I do. All right, so let's, that's definitely the basis of energy, especially with these beavers. I'm just looking. This was February. All right. All right, let's find out some more about this message. Let's find out some more about this message. Business partnership. So a divine union. And I have to say that is definitely the beginning energy in this message, because I was thinking about that earlier. I was totally in tune with that message coming in. Because I was thinking, often when we get the Lover's card, I say, You know, it's not necessarily, or any kind of love card. It's always self. It's always self-love too, beginning. Um, but, you know, if you're not looking for the romantic partnership, it's the love with self or a business partnership. So, it doesn't have to be somebody that you're romantically involved with. It could be just like a best friend, something like that. So I'm so glad in reading that Two of Cups with the beavers. That came out because I was already in that energy today of wanting to express that, So, your twin flame in business, your twin flame in best friendship, your twin flame in your romantic partnership, you could take it to whatever energy that you want. All right, let's see what cards came out here. Oh, okay. Yep. So the Two of Cups, this union, let's find out. Let's find out. We've got the Ace of Arrows, the Ten of Arrows, the World, the Knight of Arrows, the Ace of Cups. I love that. What is... Oh, that's the cup. Okay. I wonder what... The cup is something. What is that? I saw that with the bird, too. Some kind of plant. I know that's an octopus. No, it's a jellyfish. I don't know. That is a jellyfish. I got two little jellyfish swimming in that lampy thing. I love the jellyfish. I often find lion's mane. Oh, look at that. Wow, synchronistic. Lion's mane jellyfish on the shore. I've seen some pretty big ones, and I've seen them when I've been out kayaking too. And then there's been times when I've been in the ocean just floating there, and I think, those fuckers are around. I don't want to get stung. I haven't, thankfully have not, but, okay. Oh, look, and you know what? Look at this lion. Look at the strength in the lion. The lion is wearing the ring of flowers around his neck, just like our little beaver was wearing it around her head. Her headdress or her ear, I couldn't tell. This little mouse. What is this mouse wearing on top of its head? It looks like an infinity sign. Hold on, I have a magnifying glass right here. That I can't tell what that is. And I think it's supposed to be glasses standing up on end. I don't even know if that's going to come out. Right, but it's like an infinity sign. It's an 8. It's an infinity. This line is just chilling. This is my little magnifying glass necklace my mother got for me. With a dragonfly, of course. It's probably all. And the sun. And the sun. Okay, which is an ever-present message in every card, and I felt that earlier too, so I'm glad this is just like confirmation of the energy I was already listening in on earlier. But of course I couldn't stop what I was doing. I'm busy a little bit. My dragonfly tattoo. Dragonfly in the world. And then my infinity sign as the base of my tree of life here. There's a heart. Okay, there you go. The sun is never going to die out. You are never going to die out, no matter how tiny you feel. This mouse is wrapping this lion's. I don't know if it's wrapping it or if it's cutting it loose. It's got to be cutting it loose. Looks like it's kind of foaming at the mouth. I don't know. Find the strength to not rabidly bite people when you're rabid. Wait for the healing mouse to come along with the antidote. Know your strength. Allow others to help you. Even if the fucking thing is blind and it's not putting on its glasses to see clearly. Everything the light touches. I'm quoting the Lion King. All right, so what do we want to know about this partnership? Let's find the basis of energy, and then you can take it into your situation, whether it be love, besties, business, besties. Ace of Arrows. That is beginning actions. Arrows is action. You are viewed as someone who can oversee the hunt, the mission, the goals, honed in. All right, there's our magnifying glass, our glasses. What is it? What, the monocle, Mr. The Peanut, and the Monopoly guy. The Monopoly guy. Okay, real estate. Ooh. That could be the Ace of Pentacles that we had, energy that we had, that we started with, and the King of, or the Knight of Wands coming in hot. So this beginning is guided from your higher self. When I see the hawk, that's what I get. That's the message. That's a message coming in from your higher self. And then we have the 10 of Arrows. So, and from the 10 of Arrows to the world. And you can see here, the 10 of Arrows is like, well, as you can see, this poor little guy with the, what kind of creature is that? I don't know. It looks like a cross between a lemur tail, a fox-ish face, sort of, and the dragonfly, the world. Completion. The world is completion. That is the last card in the major arcana. The major arcana is the journey from the Fool, which is the absolute new beginning, the leap to the world, which is completion. You've conquered the world of it. You've conquered whatever the world of it, the situation, whatever. So it's like, this is completion of heartache. You are in control of the arrow. the Ace of Arrows, like that's like my Sword of Truth card. Just know that the burden of it is over. To the Knight of Arrows. Like, okay, if I can show you the cards like laid out here, you've got Ace of Arrows to the 10 of Arrows, and then the World and the Knight of Arrows. But the way these guys are like, hold on, they're like, oh, this is like your army. Look at these fuckers. Look at these birds. These are your Hawkeye. This has got to be a raven or a crow for the Knight of Arrows. That's the ivy vines. This Ace of Arrows here, that's a message of, that's a Sword of Truth, okay? That's a beginning truth. Ace number 1, the truth and the heartache you had to endure, maybe. It's come to an end. It's come to an end. Maybe as you get the truth, that is the complete cycle. And this Knight of Arrows is coming in with the truth, with that message. So you're protected all the way around. You are protected all the way around. Ace of Cups is like, this is the new beginning in love. So if something or someone was trying to come between you and this ultimate divine partnership, however it may be, Sword of Truth has come in, knocked that hurt, that heartache, that burden of it. That's completed. You know, the dragonfly, and the reason why I got it tattooed where I could see it, symbolizes change, adaptability, go with the flow, transformation. The dragonfly can very quickly fly in any direction, backwards, forwards, up, down, all around, do the hokey pokey. And it can also stop at a very dead standstill in thin air. So you have proven that you can conquer the world. You have, maybe you've been like fucking tossed in a million different directions. You fucking flying strong. Let's see, this knight is delivering the message. Could be someone, that Knight of Arrows could be someone in your proximity who's kind of like in the back scene. Bringing this. Oh. Well. Are we still recording? Jesus fucking Christmas. Okay. someone in the back scene. I knew that was going to happen too. It was my laptop and a couple of notebooks sitting on the edge of my desk. I'm probably not going to edit this out. Oh my God, I got to plug everything back in. All right, bear with me. Maybe, you know what? Hold on. Let's pause. Jeez, fuck. Okay, jeez. Well, if you're still here, good luck to you. Hold on, I'm getting reset back up. Listen, I'm going to keep this live in action, the process. Luna, if you ask to be leaving this room, you'll be in trouble. It's my cat. One of my cats. Well, she's my teenager's cat. Anyway, because this is totally in sync with the whole message. Anyway, where did I fucking leave off? Oh yeah, I gotta speak a little bit louder because I don't have a microphone at the minute. Mic drop, no, phone drop, laptop drop, notebook, book. I've got my Woodland Warden Tarot. Then I have my little journal notebook, which is one of my child's former journal that I had bought for them. That got caught up in the abyss of a bedroom that would never get used, and I needed a notebook that day, and I was like, could I have this back? My hard-earned money, Christmas money. Yeah, shopping for stuff in the kids' room, art supplies and shit. The power of the mind to heal. You want to be introduced to Luna? Come here, you. Oh, don't you cry for me, Argentina. Don't cry for me. This is Luna. She's a black cat. She's 5 years old. And she's just like a toddler human child. Are you magic? Are you a magical black cat? I'm going to let her out of the room. So this is live in action, unknown flow. And then I had another little notebook and my laptop halfway off my desk. I could see it hanging partially off, and I was like, oh, that looks a little dangerous there, but and there you have it. It did fall, which the phone is intact, thankfully. So I'm going to try to speak up here. The only thing is that the microphone fell, and the little, I don't know how to do this. The little piece got stuck inside the end of the phone, and it fell out of here. But I don't know if it'll just go right back in, because look, it's got the little spiky things. It's not going to come out clear, I don't think. Anyway, I've got like little spiky things. Oh, tickle in my nose. Anyway, which actually, interestingly enough, I had just balanced my checkbook and my bills and did my budget, and I have enough to get a new microphone, so I'm going to buy a new microphone. Or I probably could just buy a new cord. It's okay. You know what I was looking at? I was looking at those microphones that you clip onto your clothing, and I think I might do that. You know, that's Bluetooth or something like that just goes off batteries. Because then I can have the microphone on me when I go do car tarot readings, and like I mentioned the other day, the other reading, when the weather gets nice, we can do outdoor readings. Now that I'm really going with this channel and everything, that is not going to go back in there. Normally I could fix something like this, but I think it's these little spiky things are too out of whack. Anyway, okay, well, let's throw that to the side and put this plate over there, toss it over there. So I had to pull it out with the pliers because the tweezers didn't work. In case that happens to you, yank it right out. But while I was picking everything up, after I picked it up, I decided to open the book and read about this lion. And I'm glad I did, because that necklace of flowers is a thorn. It's a wreath of thorns from some fable. I don't know the name of the fable, but anyway, I just read it. And the mouse, yeah, because usually, the inner strength or whatever, no matter how tiny you think you are, you have inner strength of a lion. But the mouse is tying up the lion's mouth so the lion doesn't eat the mouse. It's salivating. That's what it's drooling. It's not rabid. It's drooling. And that is not pretty flowers like little Miss Beaver had on her head. This is a this is a necklace of thorns. So anyway, this little mouse is going to help and be brave to help this big lion. So no matter how tiny you think you are strong and everything. All right, where were we before the fall? Before we fell. I don't know what I was saying. I guess, the vision of being able to see the psychic ability, like I'm already prepared to know that I can purchase a new microphone because I've already done something in premonition to that. So, that's an encouragement there as you go through, as you're maybe looking for your matching cup of love, as you're starting a business, maybe looking for that business partner or looking to become that business partner. Make your plans, set your lists, and the universe is going to flow in your favor if you so choose. Not that there's not going to be battles or there's going to be thorns or there's going to be, people or things or energy that tries to come against you. Remember that you're strong. You've got protection surrounding you. You're adaptable. You are loved. You are loved. Ace of Cups, that's the ultimate cup of love. And that's you. That is you. As revered as the dragonfly. Dragonfly is ancient. It's a dragon. Love dragons. That's going to be one of my next tattoos, a dragon. Some kind of dragon. I haven't decided yet. And the Sun card. So you have strength. Those thorns are being removed from you. And you have it. You just envision it, okay? And being shot at and hurt, that's not your shame to carry. Being shot at and hurt is not your shame to carry. So I envision those arrows that were shot at you incorrectly, embedded inside, embedded underneath. And we just go in, we recognize the hurt, and we wrap them in bandage to soften as we remove not to ignore what happened, to acknowledge what happened as we remove that hurt, as we find the inner strength for self, as we find that cup of love for self, as we float around in the abyss of existence, in hopes that we don't get stung, and we set up those boundaries around us. And no matter the fuck what, you continue to shine like the sun. You radiate. You don't need to showboat. You don't need to spit your solar flares. You don't need to fucking shoot your arrows at nobody. Defend yourself, or you gotta defend yourself off with their head if you gotta fucking off with their head. But then you turn the beat around. You go in whatever direction you want to go in, because it's your fucking decision. Whatever direction you want to go in. Turn the beat around. And you continue to shine. You know, if you're new to these messages recently, the sun doesn't need to do anything for you to know that it's shining, for you to want to revel in its glory, have a fucking beach day, have a picnic, whatever. Enjoy the sunshine. It doesn't need to do anything for you to revel in it, and that's you. You're just doing you, you're being seen, your strength is being seen. The world is noticing you, you know, the world is yours. These nights are coming in with truth about you. That you're not the stinging jellyfish, you're the ultimate cup of love. So you just keep doing you, and you keep shining. King of Pentacles, that's getting you the leadership and money. You're proven that you can lead in the finances. You can lead in the resources. Overseeing it. King of Arrows, that's 2 leaders right there. We go from the Knight of Arrows riding in, and so maybe that's the Knight of Arrows who's the messenger for the King of Arrows. Maybe that's it. King has taken notice of you. You have that energy. Generous, grounded, smart, poised, not swords, not running into battle. That's intellectual. That's it, ready to take action if need be. But you're not running around like a chicken with your head cut off. Queen of Cups energy, that's a very stable, emotionally loving Queen energy. What is this, a badger by the sea on the throne? The ultimate cup of love. a leader in love. You know, maybe your divine masculine side is handling the resources, the action, and you're handling the energy of all of it, the emotions of all of it, keeping you intact with all of it. Handling the relationships. Somebody has the business side, somebody has the mouth. Somebody has the mouth, the mouth, the mouth. I don't know why that word sounds really weird right now, coming out of my mouth. There it is. Because I want to say mouse and mouth at the same time. I spit when I rap, saliva flows when I sing, whatever. somebody, little sweet somebody has taken the thorns off of you, the thorns out of the flowers. Maybe that's a little one in your life, maybe. Somebody came in and just gave you that sweet little energy when you were ready to fucking throw down somewhere or something. Gave you the strength, that childlike strength, joy. Even though we don't have the Six of Cups. Three of Pentacles, that's satisfying work. That's getting you to do satisfying work. And it seems like because there's bees on this card, this is probably in partnership with somebody, you know, you and this business partnership, this love, you're doing satisfying work together, whatever that means for you. And we have a little bit of the background hurt energy of the Five of Pentacles, but this reminds us to not focus on the bandages, the wounds. You know, as I said, being shot at and hurt is not your shame to carry. Ever. And that's what makes you this loving, generous, intellectual, knowledgeable leader and worker. Because you took that hurt from the past, you took those burdens and you turned it into strength. You turned it in from having inner strength. You know, I call it the internal knife fight, that battle inside. And I'm sure you go through a lot of things as you break away from the abusers, and you attempt to forgive and forget. Or if you haven't started that journey yet and you can't see to get on the other side of that hurt, that pain, to begin new. Ace, we have the Ace of Pentacles beginning. That's the Ace resources. That's a real new beginning, exciting new beginning. And then we have the Ace of Arrows, which is the truth, which is the action. Two of Swords and the Six of Swords. You know, maybe if you can't see on the other side of that, what I'm talking about here, this glory, this gloriousness, this leadership, this recognition, this strength, the world in your favor, completion of a fucking hurtful cycle. Maybe you can't see that yet. Stay with me. You're going to get on the other side of it. This is safe passage. And this isn't turbulent waters to get on the other side of it. So try to stay even. Try to, we had that message the other day. Don't tell anyone your next move. It takes a lot of internal strength, and that's a lot of mental strength. To not and just let justice prevail, and you get on the other side of it. You can't see it, but I can tell you it's there. That's the other thing about the Ace of Pentacles. That's like, I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. That's being able to see the vision. That's keep your eyes on the prize. Keep your eyes on the sunshine behind those clouds, because it's there. There's a song for that. Sun is gonna shine if you would just come out and play. Wild child. You got me running through the turnstile. Wild Child by the Black Keys. And it's true. If you revel in earth and in the weather, and I'm not talking about crazy weather. I'm just talking about easy, regular weather. You will see that the weather will revel in you, in your presence. Illumination on a cloudy day. And what fell out? And that cock is coming in hot. We got that cock again. I love that the Eight of Wands is a rooster, aka the cock. I don't care how childish. I will giggle at that. Oh, I'm finding so much joy. Because the Eight of Wands is about action. The Four of Wands, that's our twin flame card. Like I said, this might be just your twin flame in business. This could be your twin flame in romantic partnership. Is something. And with that Two of Cups energy in the beginning, and kind of what I was feeling all day today, and I was out walking. I walked to town, to the little store. Oh, I love this. I love this. What I say on the other side of it, what is on the other side of that hurt that you had to endure in relationship, in business, whatever it was. Coming in hot. Coming in hot. This is a card of action. This is like a card of like, when it arrives, your person, it seems to be your twin flame, and you really fully make that full-on connection, the ball is just going to get rolling like magic. Raccoon fun. Raccoons don't give a fuck. Raccoons don't give a fuck. And they don't. Look at this guy with his cape. You're going to do what I want, honeysuckle. Oh, is that what those are? No, I don't know what those... I still... Look at this is the cup. I don't know what that is. But the raccoon has all the elements. The cup... What I probably should read. Hold on. Let's look. Let's look. What is that? What is that cup? What is in that cup? What is in that cup? Somebody wants to know what is in your cup. Hold on. Cups. The cups. Flowers. Filling. Okay, so it is a flower. Oh, okay, it is a flower. Standing up. Filling with rainwater. In this deck, our cups take the shape of flowers. Filling with rainwater, the blooms form tiny basins. offering a drink or a swim to the smallest in the world. Oh. While the suit features many wardens who live in or near the water, it also embraces animals of earth and sky. All of us need water to survive. Oh. I love the mushrooms coming out of that tree. I often take pictures of that when I'm out in the forest. The magician. Magic. Magic. Oh, I could sing Give Us an Hour for Magic. Jim Morrison. The Doors. The Star. Magic. Magic. I think that's Bobby Helm. The Magic song. Magic. 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 Something like that. Maybe that's not the title and name. That's some song. What's the other magic song? Got a black magic woman. The Magician. Yes. That's the alchemy. Oh, here's our Ace of Pentacles. Oh, that was the Page of Pentacles before. I'm sorry. So whatever I said about the Ace of Pentacles, here it is now. That was me just, psychically giving you the premonition. The first card that we had before was the Page of Pentacles. That's the message of money coming in. And here's the beginning of it. So if anybody was listening to that and you're like, no, I'll get it eventually. I'm sorry. It's just it's how the magic happens. And that's really how the magic happens. And that is like, oh, that's what else I was reading in this card is like when chaos and destruction is happening, you're just even keel, keep your mouth shut, do your thing, be on your way. Yeah. Because the whole fucking everything fell off the desk. So how perfectly in sync and synchronistic, naturally, as it should be. As I'm doing what I'm doing. Oh, completion. Ooh, the devil. Okay. Generosity. Boya-yoing. King of Wands. Wow. I'm just going through from this deck. I'm just following it. This message. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. Somebody is waking up to the knowledge of how they feel about you. Someone has gone through the shadow work. Someone has gone inside. And so if you're not in partnership or you haven't met your partnership person, you're like kind of like waiting for that to happen. Here's your premonition of it coming in. Can't give you a time frame, but what I can tell you with the Ace of Pentacles, as I already stated, thinking that this card was going to be here, and fuck yeah, it showed up as thank you, Spirit, for being a channel, delivering the message. And ain't that how it happens sometimes? You know what you know, so you get a little impatient. You know what you know, you're like, I already know what the outcome's going to be. I already fucking know what the outcome's going to be. Like, why isn't it happening yet? Second guessing yourself, maybe. And especially, I think if you're connected to your higher self and that higher knowledge, like I said with the hawk, if you've got hawks around you, especially, it's your higher self delivering some kind of message. So if you know something and you're knowing, like I was talking about before, like however you know it, this is your confirmation. You do. So just keep your eyes focused on it. Focused on that prize, that whatever you're looking at, whatever your desire of your heart is, envision it already coming to pass. This is a little turtle here. It looks like a painted turtle. I mean, they say turtles go slow, and a lot of times they do, but sometimes they can move pretty quick. Anyway, so it's protected. It's protected. If you're not there yet, it's protected. It's protected for you to get there. And as I was looking through, so the moon is like, that's doing the shadow work. So in the meantime, keep staying true to yourself. What else do you need to learn about you? What else do you got to build? What other foundation do you need to build of you or whatever to get to that point? We often like to rush things. Don't force it if it doesn't fit right away. There may be something in the background in the night that you're not seeing. People, what did I just say? Keeping that inner strength when you find out who fucked with you, who shot arrows at you. When you get on the other side of that, this Seven of Wands is like, you're flying up, but somebody's trying to like knock, whoever's trying to knock you down thinks that you don't deserve that peak up there. You don't deserve to be flying up there. You do. So hold your position. Victory is yours. Six of Wands, that is victory. That is celebration. There are people celebrating around you. Six of Wands to the Six of Arrows. That is your, and Seven of Wands. So that's the other background energy here. So you just remember, you have victory. There's tricksters trying to make off with your shit, maybe trying to make off with your acknowledgement, trying to take credit for your work. Well, Nine of Wands is a completion card. That is, don't give up. One more step, one more rung on the ladder. Don't give up. It's like a goat, a mountain goat maybe. They can fucking climb anything. Clippity clop, motherfucker. From mountaintop to mountaintop. Yeah. Whoever was fucking around, that's an end of that. That fucking goat headbutted that bitch. See ya, wouldn't wanna be ya. Splat at the bottom of the abyss. Whatever. People trying to you need to defend yourself. You need to fucking defend yourself. Bye-bye, bitch. Choo-choo. Chicka-chicka-chicka-chicka choo-choo. Come on, ride the train and ride it like a bat out of hell. You're not going to focus on those cups that you didn't want, those cups that you didn't have, or what you're not getting. You have everything. You're filling up those cups, but Seven of Cups is also a card of deciphering what are you putting in those cups. How much time are you spending fantasizing, aka me maybe doom scrolling, making up Delulu stories. It's okay. We are allowed to daydream. We are allowed. And then, but make your list, make your decision when it's time to make the serious decisions. Recognize what you've been feeling in your cups, and take action on what you really want to take action on. What you want to take action on. Knight of Cups. You're ready to not take those delusional cups anymore. Those fucking maybe fuck boys, fuck girls, whatever. Fun, 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 fun. But not really the partnership that you wanted, not the serious partnership you wanted, some fly by nights, like, oh, I'll come and do this here and there, but you really want someone who's like, all right, they got to put in the time and the effort. So here comes this person with that cup, that emotional, intellectual cup. The emotional, intellectual cup, message coming in or person coming in. But they are highly regarded. You are highly regarded, the Hierophant. Now, if it's marriage that you're looking for, there's your marriage card. And I just got a twitch in my right eye, so wink, wink. Say yes. Look at this motherfucker. You want this person being your aficionado up in the mountains in your mountain wedding? Clippity clop, motherfucker. Oh, your little mountain goat friends. He's like, yeah, he's the official, the tradition. There's there's a way to do things by the book. So somebody needs a serious partnership, a serious leadership, whether it's the home, not that you have to get married. No, you do not have to get married. Paper will say nothing. It's always energy anyway. If you were to burn down the whole world and none of the paperwork and shit was left, what is real is what actually exists, which is the energy, the unseen energy. What is actually happening, or your actual actions that you're taking. This is generosity coming in. You are being recognized. If someone's given you the money, given you the position to make the money, giving you the money, they are hot for you. So, again, Ace of Wands, that's the beginning, a fiery new beginning for these fireflies. Oh, fiery new beginning indeed. That's our King of Wands. So we had our Knight of Wands with the Page of Pentacles. Money message coming in hot. And we've got all the kings. Yeah, we did, because we got the King of Pentacles too. Right? Well, yeah. Oh, my nose is itching. Yes, we know, we know, we know. You know. I like that. I think that's a newt. It always makes me think of this lady who was a writer. She talked about her brother and how they used to look for newts. And he had since passed. Anyway, or it might not be a newt. But I think it, what are they also, it's on another one of my fire cards, but in the Pure Magic Oracle. You know what, I gotta find out what this creature is. King of Wands. Yeah, what did I say? I mean, this is my boy yoyoing card, fiery passion for you. And yeah, this lover is passionate for you. You know, I guess that would be the divine masculine side. So this knight riding in is of king energy. So this might be fun, flirty, but it gets serious when it's got to get serious. This is seriously fucking hot for you. Ooh, get it on, get it on. Salamander. Shit, I should have known that. That's right, salamander. That's Apollo. That's the fire. What does this one say about the salamander? A creature said to have birthed from flames. That's right. Aristotle wrote of the salamander's mastery over fire, and Pliny the Elder even claimed the creature could extinguish a blaze. Ooh, yesterday we got pyrokinesis. That's being able to set stuff on fire, basically with your mind, your hands, whatever, setting it on fire with your mind. Oh, I love that we're getting the salamander as the King of Wands. And yeah, Wands is the mind and spirit anyway. It's the fire. So someone is thinking fiery thoughts about you and beginning that with you. Ooh, hell yeah. The salamander is no stranger to tarot, originally appearing on the throne of the King of Wands in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. I still don't have the Rider-Waite-Smith deck or the Rider-Waite deck. I don't know. Oh yeah, kings appear when leadership is thrust upon us. Charisma, intelligence, enthusiasm. Okay, anyway. I don't know why I was thinking that. Yeah. So you're not only being viewed as intellectual, but the fiery passion that start a fire under your ass, and that good kind of fire. That good kind of fire. And here's our Page of Wands. That could be, again, a younger person, energy in the area. Could be the message coming in. High Priestess right behind the Page of Wands. So, yeah. Stick with your instinct. Stick with uplifting the people around you. Everyone has something good to say about you and your generosity. Six of Pentacles is really the generosity coming in. And whatever energy that is. Now, Pentacles is really, it's earth, it's property, it's resources, it's money, yes. It's really money, yes. Oh, good. Oh, and we're full circle. Oh my God, and we're just full circle. Okay, so we'll just keep going for the rest of these couple cards, because this is the message. Page of Wands to the High Priestess. How did you get to the High Priestess status? We already seen. We've seen the moon. You went through the dark night of the soul. You did the shadow work. We get the moon often. And you just need to remember that you fucking went through the hard part. This is not the hard part. This is the time of abundance. It's the last message that I put up. This is the time of abundance. You just stay connected to your higher self. Stay connected to your higher knowing. Don't let everybody know your move. And when the money comes in, don't let everybody know your goodness, because not everybody has your good interests at heart. Three of Cups. This is celebrating. This is celebration. This is celebrating with others, really. So Not that, again, and I will let you know, like, not that other people have to be happy for you, not that other people have anything to do with anything, but I think if you're getting into business, people around you are going to be celebrating with you because people are going to know what's going on. So if you want people to know what's going on, they're going to know what's going on. Here we are, full circle. Here's our Knight of Wands, this axolotl, axolotl, whatever the fuck this cool creature is called, that looks like a dragon swimming through. It's a deep sea creature, I guess. It can regenerate its limbs. So, love lost, other things lost. It doesn't matter. What was lost in the past, leave it in the past. You're regenerating. This is a time of abundance for you and your divine union. And here we are, really full circle back to our beavers. See, she has the flower ring around her head, and it's not thorns. And they're ivy. Oh, and the Emperor. Oh, okay, so here we are back to the full beginning. Okay. We'll take the Emperor. And let's go to the Pure Magic Oracle to finish this off. One card from that. Spirit, we just thank you for this message. This message that I've like been receiving all day. I'm so glad it's come to fruition. It's been a journey. It's been a very long journey. Whatever this situation is for you, and looking for that ultimate partnership, divinely guided union. And when I say like divinely guided or divinely orchestrated, nobody's planning your existence for you. You do exist in free will. However, truth, nobody has a script. There is no fucking script to follow. There will never be a fucking script to follow. There is no certain way that anything has to be done. You do exist in free will. Now, there is a best way that the energy can flow for you, a best way that you can keep your energy, your boundaries. Obviously, we can tell the difference between what is good and not. Songbirds in the night, full circle, completion, healing your witch's wound. That's on the bottom. We got that the other day. That's what it is. Okay? So, when I say divinely guided, divinely orchestrated, no one has a script for your life. There is no script to follow. This is not some big fucking play where you're supposed to get your lines right. That doesn't exist. We are all living here in free will. But what I mean is you have taken the thought, you have taken the action, you have taken the song of your own heart, and you fucking fly with it. And the energy does flow, the unseen energy does flow, and we could get into a deep dive. Oh, excuse me. Confirmation. We could get into a deep dive, esoteric, but we're not doing that right now. This is just the basis of the message that you need to hear. Hex Breaker, sound healing, final goodbye, release. Finally release it all. Release it. And forgiving and forgetting and releasing that hurt that you had to get shot at. Forgiving does not mean it's okay. That will forever be my message. Abusive motherfuckers, fuck them. But somebody who shot at you, somebody who was the trickster in the background. Maybe somebody tried to put a hex on you. Somebody tried to do spell work against you. That shit is broken. Broken. Goodbye. And you don't need to ponder on that energy by forgetting is you forgive yourself. You love yourself. And I'm not saying like it's hard to say, wait, forgive myself for some bullshit that somebody fucking shot at me and hurt me, what they did to me, or I'm going to forgive myself for that. It's the healing journey. You got to get to that point to where you're comfortable with those words. Don't fucking rush it. Don't fucking rush it. But you might get to a point someday where you do feel that. Forgive yourself. And then remember who the fuck you are. Off with their heads, spirit team. Get 'em, boys. Just like that DMX song, Rough Riders Roll. Get 'em, boys. Hex was broken. Full protection around you. Your song. You are connected. You are in alignment, top to bottom. Feet on the earth, head in the clouds. As above, so below. It's mirrored. So as the energy of our higher selves, we recognize it, we want to grab a hold of it. We implant it, we plant it here, we root it here in our physical form. So as the energy, the higher energy, the knowledge is out there, you grab a hold of it, yourself, with the power of your own sound mind and your own song, and you bring it into you and you root it into you. Your feet on the ground, gravity, motherfucker. Gravity, motherfucker, as I almost knocked my whole fucking laptop on the ground again. Calm through chaos. Calm. You're cool. You're collected. Like that Rolling Stone song. She's well respected. Calm, cool, collected. Alright, we're probably over an hour between the first video and then me knocking this shit off, but this is a long, wonderful message, so if you're still here with me, I hope you have hit the like button already. Subscribe, and I will see you on the next message. Ciao, baby. You are loved. It's about to get real good.